Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you all are doing good. Today I'm going to make brinjal cutlets. These are like the tastiest and you're absolutely going to love it. You all have eaten potato cutlets, but you have never tried this one. So once you're gonna try it, you're absolutely going to love it. So you can eat it with tortilla wrap, naan, bread, or you can eat it as it is with just some ketchup or sauce or raita, whatever you want to eat it with. So let's move towards the ingredient parts. So first of all, I've taken eggplant, so you can say two brinjals, and I'm gonna cut it. So I'm gonna take off the green part of it, and now I've peeled it quite well. I'm gonna turn it or cut it into smaller pieces. So you have to cut it into smaller pieces. You can just follow the same process like I'm doing it. Just turn it into this much size. So do not turn it like way much bigger size or like way much smaller. So this size is perfect. Once the cutting is done, we're gonna place it into a separate bowl, and now on this plate or cutting board, we're going to cut the garlic. I've taken two cloves of garlic and I'm gonna cut it or chop it into smaller pieces. You can also mash it or you can take the garlic paste, it's up to you. So I'm gonna take the garlic cloves, I'm gonna chop it, I'm gonna place it aside. With that, I've taken green onions, and I've taken some green onions, like you can also say spring onions. So I'm gonna cut it into smaller pieces or chop it into smaller pieces as well, and now I'm going to place it aside as well after chopping it. So just do the same process, like do the same size, like cut into the same size. That would be much preferable, and that's gonna make the dish or the cutlets more tasty. So now you can see the onions are done. Now we're going to move towards the next part. I've taken the onion into a separate bowl, a cup, and I've placed also the garlic into a separate bowl. With that, I've taken some coriander. I'm gonna chop it quite well. I've washed the coriander quite well before, and with that, I'm gonna chop it, and then we're gonna take the green chili. I'm gonna place it aside as well. With that, I'm taking green chili and I'm gonna cut it and chop it as well. So like if you want to add less chili, it's up to you. You can add less chili. If you like more chili or spice, so you can add more spices. So we have taken all the vegetables, we have cut it into smaller pieces. Now we're going to move towards the next part. I've taken a pan, I've placed it on the stove and turned the stove on medium. With that, I've taken 3 tablespoons of oil and some garlic, which I have chopped before. And with that, I've taken green chilies and like the brinjal. So I've also added green onions, which I have cut before. And now I'm going to take a wooden spoon and I'm going to let it get fried for a few minutes. And we're going to turn the flame on low medium and let it tender. So I'm using a wooden spoon on a non-stick pan. So it is recommended to use a wooden spoon on the non-stick pan so that the non-stickness of the pan does not get destroyed. So you can see I've mashed it quite well, the mixture which I have fried before. And I'm gonna add some spices into it. I'm gonna take 1.5 teaspoon of salt, and with that I'm gonna take 1.5 teaspoon of black pepper. Moving towards the next ingredient, I've taken bread crumbs. Like I've taken some breads and I've like grinded quite well. I'm gonna add it 1 cup of breadcrumbs into it, and with that I'm gonna add some coriander, like which I've chopped before. So, and moving towards the next part, I'm gonna add cheddar cheese or mozzarella cheese, whatever you like to add, it's up to you. I've taken cheddar and mozzarella cheese, and now I'm going to mix it quite well with the help of a spoon. Well, with the spoon it's quite difficult to mix, so you can use your hand as well. By wearing some gloves, it's much easier. So you can see the mixing is completely done. Now we're going to move towards cutlet making part. I'm going to take a small portion of this mixture. I'm going to place it onto my one hand like this, and then we're going to make a cutlet of it. So while I'm making this cutlet, why don't you just go and hit the subscribe button. Once you're gonna hit the subscribe button, you will see a bell icon. Hit it and you will be updated by my latest videos on the first go. So all the cutlets are done. Now we're going to fry it. So I'm gonna take a frying pan, I'm gonna add some oil onto it, and I'm gonna turn the flame on medium. And with that, I'm gonna place these cutlets one by one onto the pan and let it get fried on medium flame. So once the one side is fried, we're going to flip it up and we're gonna let it fry from the other side. Once it's turned out to be golden brown, these are ready to be eaten. So you can see the cutlets have turned out to be brown and golden. Now we're gonna take it onto a presentable plate. So you have to be quite careful while working with a hot pan or like oily thing so that it does not get burnt. Like your hand does not get burned. So the brinjal cutlets are ready to be eaten. Represent it in front of your guests. And if you really like this video, give it a thumbs up. Share it with your friends so that they can get access to my videos on the first go as well. And do subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Till then, goodbye.